it's me, Mama Sue, and you have found your way to my channel, Glam Goat Face and Farm. Oh yes, we have something really awesome. Nomad Cosmetics gifted me their newest release. Thank you, Nomad. Thank you so much. I am so grateful, so thankful. But even though it was a gift, you all know this is going to be an honest review. Even though Nomad are my favorite of all cosmetics at this time, you know this will be an honest review. So we are going to Greece. Join me there. We'll be right back. Okay, it's on with the glasses. Let's read what we have to say here. To those who wander, like nomads, come venture far and wide across Asculan seas and storied islands to discover your own Greek voyage. We hope this collection inspires a new chapter in your makeup journey. Makeup odyssey. Until the next journey, always our thanks, Felicia and Ante, Nomad co-founders. Okay, this is, you know, kind of your introduction, and this is the new Nomad Greek Odyssey collection, the destination in the footsteps of Odysseus. Embark on an epic journey to the alluring islands, ancient legends, and I don't know, cerulean waters of the Greek islands. Okay, I suck. I already know that. Here, echoes of the Odyssey still linger as gods whisper in the wind, monsters slumber beneath waves, and myths live on in every isle. Steeped in romance and charm, the jewels of the Aegon are immortalized in literature and etched into the hearts of all who wander its storied shores. The Greek Odyssey collection includes eyeshadow palette. Doesn't say eyeshadow, but y'all know. Color adapting blush balm and an illuminating highlighter balm. And a limited edition scarf. I didn't get a scarf. We are so proud to support and help preserve IC. Huh. Okay. Thought they loved me. They do love me. They wouldn't have sent me this if they didn't love me. But yeah, limited edition scarf. I did not get the scarf. I want the scarf. It's a satin scarf. So I guess you'll have to go watch somebody else's video to see the scarf. But here we have the balms. All right, I'm not, where is my, we'll just use this one. I am not really, I'm going to have to use these a little bit more. So first there is the highlighter, okay? There it is. I am wearing it. I don't know, can you even, I mean, I like a highlighter that's all over, and you know, I want to be seen from the stars. Hello. I'm using a sponge to apply because the brush for me I can see it in this mirror. For the brush for me, just it didn't apply very well, so there's that. It's pretty, okay, it's pretty. Is that gonna stay? I don't know, because I already applied it once, and by the time I'm doing this film, it's already not showing up. So I'm gonna have to use this a few times to really get, you know, a good idea. Okay, now we have the blush balm. Yes, I've been into it. This is supposed to like change pink according to your pH balance. All right, I do have it on. You can kind of, oh, there, yeah, you can see where I just now applied that highlighter. But yeah, it should be up here. Anyways, and that's one of the problems with this, is you can't really see where you're applying it until it's already been applied. I kind of feel like these products are for makeup artists, because it's a lot of work for someone who's just putting on makeup to go to work, kind of a deal, you know. So anyways, these, I feel like, let's swatch them on the back of my hand, or let's swatch them on the back of this hand, because obviously, all right, so we took one out of each one. There they are. Now, my wondering is, and I put on a sufficient amount, so maybe you have to wait a couple minutes. I don't know. But my wondering is, like, are these going to be 3 different shades, or are they all going to turn out pretty much the same? Okay, let's see. This was the blue. Blue seems to be happening a little bit more quickly. And of course, I would be applying this with a sponge, not with my finger. I don't know. I don't think that there's that much of a difference. I really think that they could have just, I mean, if you wanted to go with the blue, pink, and white thing, you could have just put it all in one pan. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? And like, to get in there with a sponge, well, I could, but I'm gonna have to use a little itty bitty sponge, which is ridiculous, because when I put on blush, it covers more area than a little sponge. I'd rather use something like this, but you know, again, this is going to be something that I'm going to have to use more than once. I'm not really sure how I feel about this right now. Both of these, I have had other brands, similar products, and not been really like, this is why I don't have them anymore. However, it was suggested to me not to set this, that products like these will tend to peel if you set them. So what I did, because I'm sorry, I have to set my makeup, what I did was I used my spray first and set it with the spray, and then I went over the spray with my powder, and I feel like that worked pretty well. I don't know, I'll have to experiment a little bit more. Okay. To find out what the reaction to actual powder is. But like I said, I feel like these are more for artists, makeup artists, not so much for your regular everyday makeup user. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, and there's nothing wrong in making products for makeup artists. You know, let's face it. There's, yes. And a lot of us like using stuff for, you know, that's meant for makeup artists, but I'm not sure the market is there, but you know what? That's okay too. The other thing is, I have not tried to apply with a brush, but applying with the sponge, it did not move my foundation. It blended well. It was okay with the foundation. At this point, I'm not sure you can even see the blush anymore. And we'll check it out. Maybe we should apply a little more blush. Just for grins and giggles, huh? Which one's the blush? Here it is. Okay, so now I can see it in this mirror, so I don't know. And I'm old, so I don't come into the face a whole lot. I'm trying to, you know, do other things. So, okay, there it is, easily seen. I'm not fond of using a sponge. I would rather use a brush because I don't like cleaning sponges, and you can only use them so many times, and then you're throwing them away and spending more money on more sponges. Or, you know, you're throwing them away and you run out. No, I don't have a sponge, you know. Where brushes, I have a zillion. I don't know. Now this is, you got it, you know, this is another problem with this is I've already set my face with powder, so now I'm going over powder with balm, and a lot of times that doesn't work. You need to do, your powder should always be last. So I'm not certain how much I'm going to enjoy that. Now the palette, here's what we're all waiting for. Ooh, is she beautiful? She is. We're gonna do something with this. We are. So let me go put some primer on and we'll be right back. Okay, we got the primer on. I know my hair is a mess. It's, you know, it's a hair's decision day today. So, I'm gonna do, because I know a lot of people that are doing this are like the big subscriber people, and they're all gonna do all the pretty shades. So I'm gonna do the not so much used shades. I think we're gonna go with these three, this one, probably this one, and then there's going to be one other sparkly. I just haven't decided which one yet. So first off, for kind of a transition shade, I'm going to go with this gray. So let's put this to a little bit of music, shall we?
I'm smooth, I'm classic. Can't look, but you can't have it. Got that good magic. I hook you like a magnet. They say, ooh, they love it. So cool, it's just a habit. Spread the news, yeah, I run it. And yeah, they all about it. I wanna get real loud and throw a party. party and the vibe is right. Got the crowd, got the room, and the bass real low like boom. So get real low, make it drop. Go straight, straight, straight to the top. When I say go, you say how low and show me what you got. Get funky and move it like the cha-cha. We can dance bachata and get a little hotter. We could swing and salsa and shake it like we oughta. When you
what do you think? The highlighter is still there. It's looking good. The blush, I'm still undecided. I'm just going to have to experiment with that a little bit more. I have noticed out when I was applying the eyeshadow that I do have some pilling, P-I-L-L, pill, like little balls forming, going on where the blush is, whatever, and it's not happening anywhere else, so it's not the foundation. Also, a lot of texture. Like, really, you would think, I don't know, with a balm, like, shouldn't it, all my texture is showing. Now, you might not be able to see it on screen, but in person, you definitely would. So, doing more experimenting, maybe using a different primer. I don't know, we'll see. Again, I just feel like it's a lot of work for the normal person with makeup that doesn't have a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so also here's the blush on the back of my hand. These two, it's like almost disappearing, so I don't know, maybe you have to like build it. I don't know, but for God's sake, don't put it over powder. It does not work. Let's do swatches. I'm not going to do names. I'm just going to swatch because I've got some things to say. So, let's just do, I don't know, top row, top. All right, and what did I say? Starting black. All right. And they feel nice. This is a gorgeous blue. Ooh, I was thinking maybe there weren't duochromes, but that looks a little duochrome-ish. How are we gonna do this? Okay. It'd be nice if I could do it in an area where you could see it, right? That helps. Okay. So, yeah, I do believe that one is a duochrome. That's lovely. And we're going to clean this off. And I guess since I only have 5 fingers, we'll just do the first 5, and then I'll come back and do the last 3 shimmers. This does not want to come off. Seriously. Alright, second row, just the first 5. And there are those. Wow. Those blue mats are beautiful. Okay. Which, that was the gray. Where was, yeah. Let me get her again. She doesn't show up on my skin tone. It's my skin. It's not the makeup. So yeah, there's are we looking like Italy here? A little bit, maybe. The mats are really nice. Like really, really nice. Which you don't hear me say a lot. So there's something. And let's go with, now the white you're probably not going to be able to really see, but let's go with these 5. I love the Pegasus. I don't know what you call that, the emblem. Just, you know, I'm a horse girl, so the Pegasus is just beautiful to me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Wow. We've got some really oceany vibes going on here, which I mean, we're on an island, right? So, okay, the white, not bad. Not bad with the white. I like the white a lot in this palette. White can be two things. It can, very rarely do you find one that excels at both. Either it's an opaque white, which I feel this is, or it's for blending into other shades to kind of brighten them, or, you know, take away the darkness from them. I feel the same way about black. Some blacks are meant to be opaque, and some blacks are meant to just use to blend in and deepen other shadows. I didn't use the black in here, but I felt like the three mattes that I used were definitely opaque. Very nice. All right, and we're going to go with the these three right here. And there's what they look like. And you know what? Let's just go on the back of the hand, just for ease. All right, there we go. There we go. So I do feel like that's a Greek island. I really do. I see the oceany vibes, the Greek decor, the golden decor, you know, the foliage, the beautiful flowery bushes there. I mean, I see it. I think the color story is definitely true to, even though I have never been and will never go to Greece, I have absolutely no desire to leave the continental USA. None. It's not the way the world is now, and I am too old to be an American out there dealing with, you know, what's going on. So there she is. Okay, there she is. I felt like when I was applying, I felt like these three mattes were really, really nice. This is me talking. I don't do mattes. Those were really, really nice. The silver I wanted to put in the outside corner over the white, and I felt like it was a complete waste of time. I mean, you can maybe see it a little bit, but seriously, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this is not a stand on its own silver. I'm going to experiment with that a little bit more. I felt like these shades right here and this one were more like toppers, and that's fine, because toppers are great if they're gonna work as toppers. I mean, over top of that white, it should have given me a silver, and it didn't give me what I wanted. Now, somebody else might be perfectly happy with that. This is just me speaking, okay? This one on the inside here, big thumbs up. I like that one. I thought it worked really, really well. It comes out good. I used it underneath a little bit. It brightened the inside eye, which is, you know, at my age, I need that. So I felt like it did its job. It went, you know, it did what it was supposed to do. The pink, now y'all know how I feel about pink. Pink, it's a beautiful pink, okay? It's a beautiful shade, but you saw me switch brushes a couple times. It was not easy to apply, and then when I went to blend, I felt like they didn't blend like my usual Nomad. Am I upset with this palette? No, I'm not. I love the palette. It's a beautiful palette. It was a gift. Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm a little shocked that I'm going to have to work with it. I've never had to work with a Nomad palette before. And so yeah, there's that. Now let's look at the blush again on the back of this hand. It's almost gone, but look at it on the back of my sponge. And I don't know, is it, yeah, you can still, flipping mirror. I don't know, I feel like it's disrupting what's underneath. Like I can see a lot of my flaws where it's I don't know, again, I'm gonna have to work with it. Am I upset with Nomad? No, I'm not upset with Nomad. They're, you know, they're doing their best to, in a market where nobody's happy, or, you know, you can only make so many people happy. Is this a beautiful look? I still say you can't do a bad look with the Nomad palette. It is a beautiful look. I wish that the shimmers would have blended a little better. I wish that the silver would have stood out a little more. The mattes are outstanding. Wow. I wish I would have received the scarf that's supposed to go with this collection, but you know, I can't be greedy because this was a gift. This was a gift. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God, and thank you, Nomad. So I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm gonna push this forever because usually to me mascara is mascara. Some of them are suck and some of them are okay, but mascara is mascara. I do prefer the Lash Princess from Essence when it comes to like a volumizing black mascara. I feel like it does what it's supposed to do, blah 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 blah. This Extreme Blue Crazy Volumizing Mascara from Essence, that is some blue mascara right there. I've never had a blue mascara that really looked blue instead of, you know, looking black or just dark. It is definitely volumizing. I don't know so much about lengthening, but it doesn't claim to be lengthening. It is definitely volumizing though. $5. Walgreens, Rite Aid, anywhere. Essence. So this is me being, I don't know. We're gonna play with this a little bit more. I like the powder one better. You know, the cushion that we got with the last, yeah, or with the Boheme. I definitely like that one a lot better. I will play with these and see what I can do. Again, the mattes seem like they're flipping awesome. Look at those mattes. And, you know, the, I don't know, I just had some blending issues, and maybe it was just today, maybe it was just me, maybe it's because it's a kind of a warm day, but, maybe I'll use a different primer and see what happens. At any rate, until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing, ba-boom, boom, wake up dancing every single day. Bye-bye, and God bless you.